And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Loots. I'm back with another video. Heavy size. The pack opening earlier did not go well. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. Shout out to all my UK homies who corrected me on my use of the term Yorkshire or Yorkshire. I don't know. I'm trying to say it like not American, but it's kind of difficult. Either way, today we're going to be counting down the top 10 budget cards in NBA 2K22 My Team. You know the drill, multiple honorable mentions, and then the top 10 list. This time I'm doing something a little different at the end. I'm going to spotlight a few cards that are right on the fringe. They're not quite under 25K, which is what I consider a budget card. But they're guys you might want to keep an eye out for because we are going to be getting super packs either like tomorrow or Wednesday. So you kind of want to take a look at these guys because they're probably going to drop below 25K. So, I mean, possibly. We'll see. It kind of remains to be seen. First honorable mention is a big man, and I'll be honest, there is not very many good ones for this price. LaMarcus Aldridge. Is he the greatest card in the world? No, but is he a more than serviceable center that you can pick up for like 6,000 MT? Absolutely, yeah. There's actually some that are like badged out, which I think is interesting. Like this one's got an extra gold and 3 bronze badges, which like isn't incredibly good, but he does have like bronze clamps and bronze deadeye. Like those 2 badges right there are probably worth about 4,000 or 5,000 MT. So it's probably worth picking that one up as opposed to like one of the base ones for 7,000 because you already got like a little bit of a leg up right there. You know what I mean? So I would recommend doing that. Plus, it's a near mint. I know that doesn't really mean anything, but it will accrue you more MT if you are playing it. So it's not worth, passing up on that one. Marcus Aldridge is good, though. I've said it time and time again. If you need someone to just come in here and be huge for no reason, block some shots, be able to shoot open jumpers, and, bang in the post, this is your man right here. He is a good post player, a good defender, sets effective screens, and has a pretty solid jump shot. LaMarcus Aldridge is kind of heat, especially for that price. Next honorable mention, from the same set, we got Rashard Lewis. Now, the only reason he's on the honorable mention list and not farther up the actual list is just because there's so many cards that play the same power forward / small forward position in the budget tier, period. Now, that being said, Lamar Odom. Rashard Lewis is still really good. He is going to be a traditional sharpshooter, right? If that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for somebody, this one's 8,000, comes with a Kobe Grinch and an additional gold badge. I mean, boost him to a 97 mid, 97 3-point, and a 79 driving dunk with an 89 ball handle. Some interior defense too for 8,000 MT. That's actually a pretty good deal. I'm going to take that because I was going to pick this card up anyway. But with the unlimited shoe, sure, why not? Look, Rashard Lewis is good. He's going to play some defense. He's going to basically shoot jump shots. That's it. He's Detlef Schrempf with a better jump shot. If that's what you're looking for, by all means. Next up on the honorable mention list is a budget card most people have, and that's probably why I would put him in the budget tier, or not in the budget tier, but on the honorable mention spectrum, is just because most people already have this card, and that's Josh Smith. He's still good, though. I feel like he's fallen out of favor with a lot of people because I just feel like 2K has kind of murked power balancing over the last couple weeks. So budget cards like Josh Smith aren't as relevant as they were because, pink diamonds are like 6,000 MT now. That being said, Josh Smith is still incredibly good, especially for 3,500, 3,000 MT for Josh Smith. No, he's more than worth 3,000 MT. Relatively okay jump shot, 6'9", lockdown defender, can shoot the 3, can attack the rim, can dribble a little bit. Josh Smith is the perfect 3-and-D power forward if that's what you're looking for. And for 3,000 MT, you could do so much worse, truly. Especially if you're looking to just compete, but then at the same time, you don't want to spend all your MT because a bunch of dark matters and power balancing is going to get blasted. Using someone like Josh Smith, who can more than hold his own against some of the better cards in the game, at least defensively, isn't a terrible idea. Josh Smith is fire. Next up, come on, you knew I was going to hype my boy here. Tom Chambers, dog. Okay, I'll be honest. This guy has just a horrendous jumper. It's super bad. It's very not good. Okay, I'll be the first to tell you that. I'm not going to front about this card's jumper, but a lot of people are using this card, and there's a reason for that. Like, Set Shot 16 is that Valchunas release. I don't think it's the worst jumper in the world, but it's really, really not good. But you can get this card for like 5k MT. And Tom Chambers brings in a unique blend of things. Like, he's able to shoot corner threes and regular threes. He's got good hot zones. He can attack the rim too, like, which I think is kind of an underrated aspect of this card. I do. I feel like people aren't talking about that, how he can kind of dribble and attack the rim a little bit. It's kind of key. But he's got good, like, gold defensive badges. He's just altogether pretty solid. He comes with gold limitless too, which, like, are you going to be shooting limitless shots with Tom Chambers? It's actually possible. You could be doing that. Like, I really don't know. You know what I mean? And then last but not least, in the honorable mentions, one of my favorite cards in the game. Not going to go too in depth on this man. Most of you guys have him or are very aware of his existence. Bobby Serra. Definitely want to look for badged up versions. Like, this one's got 7 Hoff badges. I just feel like that's kind of ridiculous. Like, you're really going to let my man have 7 Hoffs out here, and then you're going to sell him for what? Nothing? Oh, he's got a Hoff Chef? Are you serious? Oh, no. That's not good. I'm going to have to cop him, dude. I'm going to have to do it. I put 4 additional golds on mine, but, like, I just feel like that doesn't mean anything. What did I give him? I gave him lucky number 7. I don't really care about that. What else did I give him? I gave him something else. Like, I think I gave him, like... I don't know what else I gave him. Did I give him Green Machine? I did. I gave him Green Machine. And Limitless Takeoff. No, I don't know what else I gave him. Either way, I'm copping this Bob Serra for 9,000, I think. Like, that's... With Hoff Chef, dog, I have to. Like, there's just no... I can't argue against it. No. Bob Serra is a beast, though. He's 6'5". He really holds it down. Like, there's nothing wrong. I just forgot that I have like 50k MT, so I do need to kind of chill out a little bit. But oh, see, this one's got 7 Hoff badges for 6k, even cheaper. This is sick. Why are there so many badged up Bob Serras? I love that. But you can go get a badged up Bob Serra for like basically no MT, essentially. Unlimited shoes. I have yet to see any unlimited contract ones, but the love is real for Bob Serra out here. And there's a lot of Bob Serras up, like an absurd amount of Bob Serras. I actually don't know why there are so many Bob Serras. That's actually kind of weird because like the Beast packs haven't been in packs in a while. So I don't particularly know where all these Bob Serras are coming from. If I'm missing something, let me know down in the comments. But he is a beast. Number 10. Look, there's not very many good big men that you can pick up for under 25k period. And Serge Ibaka is definitely one of them, though. Like, Serge Ibaka is a lockdown defender, a good shooter with a good jump shot. He's not going to handle the rock, but he's going to be able to lock down some of the better centers in the game, and he's going to be able to shoot a high clip from 3. That's kind of what you need. And if that's what you're looking for, look no further than Serge Ibaka. Like, he's really that good. Truly. I mean, there's a reason you ran into him on every budget squad you played for, like, you know, the last month or so. Realistically, the signed version and the regular version are about the same price right now. So, I mean, if it really comes down to it, just get the signed one. It set shooter really doesn't do that much, but an extra Hoff badge is an extra Hoff badge. Keep on the lookout for badged out versions, though, because they do exist. Unlimited contracts, too. Number 9. I actually think this card should probably be a little bit higher. I don't really rank these in any particular order, I suppose. The reason I have him lower is just because I think there's a few shooting guards and small forwards that are a little bit better than Glen Rice, but Glen Rice is fire. Like, 6'7", huge player ability, plays competent enough defense, but for the most part, he's just going to be a pure stroker. If you're looking for a pure shooter at either the shooting guard or the small forward, you could do a lot worse than Glen Rice. Like, Glen Rice is good. I forgot what jumper he has. Like, let me double check the jumper before I say anything, because I don't remember what it is. I keep forgetting. Jump shot 13. So yeah, he's got the Danny Green, Larry Johnson release. Not the greatest, and he's not a good dribbler with base dribble style. I think that's kind of what holds him back, but he's still good. Number 8 is a card that just came out today, and I think I might even be underrating this card, and that's Precious Achiuwa. Precious Achiuwa is very good. Like, very good. Like, when I say that, I mean, like, he might legitimately be one of the best budget big men in the entire game. He's a little bit small, so playing him at the center is a little rough. He's 6'8", chase down artist, interceptor, posterizer, rebound chaser, pogo, tireless, downhill, quick first step, grace under pressure, and hustler. No, his jump shot is jump shot 100, which only he has. And I actually don't think it's that bad. The Jokic upper is absolutely horrendous, though. I hate it so much, but it really just depends how you feel. He's got a really good stable of badges, though. He's lacking some shooting badges for sure. But his defensive badges absolutely make up for it because he's got pretty much everything you need. Realistically, what you're going to need to give him, because he does have catch and shoot and corner specialist, is probably like blinders, dead eye, sniper, but you really can live without those. And hot zone hunter. Hot zone hunter is key because he's got those corner hot zones. He can handle the rock a little bit. He can boom. He can shoot. This card is really, really good, and he's a lockdown defender. Like, I was shocked when we got a really good Precious Achua last year, so I wasn't like too shocked that the card was good, but I was more shocked that they actually allowed him to shoot threes. Next up, we got number 7, Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro fits a very particular play style. Now, if you're someone who likes to use their shooting guard to move around and like burst and try to 3-hunt, Tyler Herro's your man. If you don't, he's still effective, but he's not quite as effective. He moves incredibly well. He's got one of the fastest jump shots in the game in Trae Young base. He's got good badges as well, like hyperdrive and stuff like that, in addition to all the shooting badges that you would realistically require. He's good. You know what you're getting with Tyler Herro. Like, he's going to be able to burst around. He's going to be able to get around screens. He's going to be able to shoot threes and play like I would say is like competent enough defense. You know what I mean? Number 6, I'm not going to talk too long about this card because, I mean, it's Jeremy Lin. Realistically, put in the locker code for Kyrie. Kyrie is a better point guard than Jeremy Lin, but if you're looking for like a bench point guard, you could do a lot worse than running either Jeremy Lin or like Bob Serra. Like, realistically, like you could. Jeremy Lin could still attack the basket. He's got the Scottie Pippen behind the back, which I really like. I personally like his jump shot, the John Wall base. I personally like. Some people hate it. It is what it is. A lot of Jeremy Lins have unlimited contracts and unlimited shoes in addition to badge upgrades. Like this one right here is 21,000, comes with 4 extra golds. I would assume one of them is limitless spot up. I would assume it's not, which is kind of disappointing. But it is what it is. Also comes with a shoe and a contract for 21,000. I think that's fine. Something like that, you could definitely come up on top. And he's like an excellent bench point guard. Yeah, he's going to get paint mashed for sure, but you can get this card for literally like 6,000 MT, like at a base level. And that's huge. This one has an extra Hoff badge for 11,000. I don't know what his extra Hoff badge is. Let me check because I have mine ready to go. What is it? Clutch shooter? No, I think it's special delivery. It's not really that good of a badge, but it is what it is. All right, number 6. I think people are going to be upset about this one because I don't think people really like this card, but Cade's not very bad. Like, he's not. He's not as good as we would have liked him to be. He can't play point guard, but that jump shot 80 that he has on quick is actually pretty good. He's also 6'8", release 150 upper. It's the same as Steve Nash and Herro, which I kind of like. Same as Kevin Huerter is the other one who has that. Slasher dribble style, like, he's good. He comes with a good stable of badges too, like catch and shoot, clutch shooter, deadeye sniper, like floor general as well. Odd that he has all these point guard badges, but doesn't play point guard. But Cade's significantly better than a lot of people are giving him credit for sure. Next up would be my boy. I mean, this dude's probably worse than Cade altogether, but my man Lamar Odom deserves some shine still. He's still a more than competent combo forward, dude. Like, he's incredible. You can get him for like 6,000 MT. He can attack the rim with the best of them. He can kind of dribble God around it. He's got Paul George release, which is great. So number 3 is kind of a personal preference one. And when I say that, I should say it's a biased pick. Rudy. Rudy's still my boy. He does have this really annoying dunk package that makes him do cockback tomahawks all the time that get blocked on a near consistent basis. But at the same time, you can find badged up Rudies for like 11,000 MT, which I think is a pretty good deal. So he's still a more than usable small forward in this game. His jump shot speaks for itself. Number 2, once again, most people have like talked about this card enough. I wish it was Derek Harper. Derrick Anderson. He's good. Like I said, he's got that new Jack City player build, which is not incredibly good, but he Hall of Fame clamps, catch and shoot, corner specialist, blinders, quick first step. Like, he's got gold intimidator, interceptor. Limitless, Chef. He's arguably the most well-rounded budget shooting guard in the game. No question about it. And then finally, number 1, it could be nobody else than Thurl Bailey. Thurl Bailey is one of the most dominant power forwards in this game. And the fact that you can get him for under 25,000 is insane because he's that good. Base 22, I personally like it, but his upper is kind of annoying and it's like hard to time with no jump shot timing on sometimes, especially if you're not used to it. So just get ready for that. But everyone knows about Thurl Bailey. He's an absolute defensive monster. Once you evo him up, he gets even better. Not like it's not really even too necessary to evo him up, I would say though. Yeah, I mean he's still good for sure when you evo him up, but I don't think it's the level up guys in general. I feel like just didn't get that much better when you leveled him up, honestly. Like he did get 5 additional hoffs, like with unstrippable and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. Yeah, Thurl gets all the defensive badges. For some reason, I thought they were finishing badges. Yeah, no, he gets hoff, clamps, interceptor, intimidator, menace. Yeah, he's absolutely significantly better when you level him up. I apologize. Thurl's a monster. Yeah, there's just no question about it. Thurl is without a doubt one of the best power forwards in this game. You can get him for under 25k. I got a Rashard Lewis. All right, now a couple of honorable mentions I want to talk about that are right around like the 30k range that I think are important to take a look at. Right off the bat, we'll start with some of these guys. Jokic will probably be 30k when the super packs come out, if I'm being honest. But he's 6'11". He's a very typical, like non-typical kind of center. Like he can do pretty much everything. He's just got a really slow jump shot. It's the only reason people don't use him. He's still good though. With that being said, like he's fire. Jarrett Allen will probably be around that price. And if you're looking for like a defensive stopper, like 3-and-D guy, Jarrett Allen can really hold it down. Is Evan Mobley a buyout? Wow, he's not. That's crazy. That is crazy. He's really good though. Karl Anthony Towns, one of them I think will be a buyout at some point. Just kind of wanted to touch on that. Obi Toppin would be the other one. Obi Toppin's actually fire. Like he's got a good badge count. He booms on everyone. Decent size at the power forward, can really hold it down. Other guys that I think will be around that price that I wanted to touch on. Kristaps, still like a top tier center in this game. He's almost basically like 25k right now. No, he's gone up a little bit since earlier, but you can find badged up versions and stuff for like 40k. And then Andre Karolinko has been, oh, he's under 25k. Nice, he is. This is the first time I've seen him under 25k. That's sick. Still a top small forward in this game for sure. As always, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes. I will see you guys in the next one. Drop a like on this video, comment down below. Have a good night. Peace. Richard Nixon. That's what I was doing.